Hey everybody. All right. So this video is, some people might agree, some people might not agree. And it is what it is, but I know the facts, okay? Please, just don't go putting up altars, okay? I did altars are not something to take on lightly. It is not a decoration, all right? An altar is a spiritual portal. An altar is not something that you just lightly go into. All right. Nowadays there are a lot of books, so many books out on how to put up an altar. All right. If you don't have the proper spiritual guidance when putting up an altar, you can find your life go spiraling out of control. Okay? Nowadays, because there's so many books and there's so much information online, some of it good and some of it is horrible. Because people, what it is I'm going to be blunt, people are cheap. People don't want to come out their pocket and pay a priestess, a priest, or a spiritual worker to help them with this process. Okay? They just don't want to do it. All right? I understand because there are scammers out there. And that's another video I'm going to be doing. I understand because there's scammers out there. There's people out there that are not nice. And people feel like they want to take their money. But not everybody wants to take you for your money, sweetie. Okay? And the thing is, when you go and decide to put up a spiritual altar, an altar, period, what you did is you decided to open up a hole, if you want to call it that, or a veil. You went and you opened the veil up. You went on the other, you're opening up the veil to the other side. Okay? And if you're having problems already in your life, those problems can become worse. If you're not having problems in your life, you could start to have some problems. Okay? So it would be in your best interest to take the time to make a spiritual investment in yourself, to make an investment. Let's don't even say spiritual investment, to make an investment in your life. Because if you have children, pets, elders, people living in your home, and you decide to put up a spiritual altar and something comes through that you think is what it is and it's not, guess what? You just caused a problem in your home that wasn't there. So before you decide to go and put up a spiritual altar, check. Just do yourself a favor and do yourself a favor. My phone was ringing. I have to finish this video though. Do yourself a favor and seek out a proper spiritual worker. Okay? And when you do this, ask them their lineage. Now, I understand my root workers have a different way of working, but even they have a mentor. Okay? They have a mentor. Spiritual workers, root workers, they have mentors too. Okay? Ask them how many years they've been practicing. All right? When you go to a Hungan or a Mambo, ask them it's important to know lineage, because nowadays there's a lot of people, okay, that are unqualified and they want to be in all kinds of spiritual lanes telling people to do things that they really don't know what they're talking about, and they're leading this person down the rabbit hole. Okay? You really have to do your research, just like and I always say, if you can take the time to do the research on mundane things, you can take the time to do the research on something spiritual. Okay? Because your spirituality is something that you cannot afford to play with. You already will have your highs and your lows dealing with spirituality. you know, and not everybody is meant to become a priest or priestess. My godfather always says, I just can't have a whole house full of priests and priestesses. How does that work? You know, sometimes it's your job, you know, not even a job. Sometimes it's meant for you just to take care of your ancestors, your Orisha, and your Loa for your own benefit, for your own protection, maybe for the protection of your children and your family. Okay? So before you decide to go putting up altars and reaching out to spirits, take the time and think about that before you do that, because an altar must be maintained. An altar is something that becomes, it can start to affect your life. Okay, you know how your altar looks usually is how your life starts to is. Okay, so that's another video about cluttered and clustered altars. But right now we're gonna focus on, don't just go and don't just go, like I said, it's early, don't just go and put up altars and you have no idea what you're doing. Okay, because usually there's a reason there's lineage. There's a reason that we follow Regleman for voodoo. Okay, because with the lineage comes spirits that are elders and elders before them and elders before them. Those spirits or Loa that we work with, because of those elders that came before us, they paved the way for us to be able to deal with those spirits. Those spirits have been elevated. Those spirits have been taken care of. So when we call on Erzuli Freda or we call on different spirits like that, you know, we know that we're tapping in, we're talking to Erzuli Freda. Or if we're talking to trying to call Erzuli, or we are calling Erzuli Dantor, we know that is who is coming because of the years and years and years of that lineage being around. Okay, we know who is who. But if you are a novice, you don't know, and there could be any kind of standby spirit standing there waiting to jump in. And people say, oh, Mambo Standard, you're trying to promote fear. No, I'm not. I'm giving you the truth. I'm telling you things that I've witnessed and witnessed people that have come for help that need these things taken away because what they were serving wasn't what they thought it was. So anyway, I'm going to conclude this. And once again, please stop putting up altars just for fun, or you feel like you need to. Because sometimes you don't need to put up an altar at all. Once again, an altar is it becomes an important thing in your life. All right? It becomes not even, I'm not going to say just a thing. It becomes an important part of your life that you must maintain. Okay? So have a good day, and I'll be talking to you again soon. All right, bye-bye.